Hi, Mark Dulisse here, and in this short video I want to show you how to easily change the font colors. You'll see here that right now it's a little bit of a off gray. You'll see here that obviously if I click on one of these pages, for example, like for example blog, you'll see here that it also has, I can change that color as well. Or this up here, or whatever I want. You can change the fonts, you can change the colors, you can change the size of them. I can put, if I go back to home, I can put a shadow around these things and so forth. And the way to easily to do that is simply go to, let me just bring this down here, go to Firefox and go to add-ons and get the extension Firebug and add that on. And you can simply do a search right here for Firebug, or if you have Chrome, let me open up my Chrome browser. Here's my Chrome. Let me shrink this down so you can see that here. Let me shrink this down. Chrome already has it. It's called the Developer Tools. So if I click on this little button right here, and it says Developer, it says Tools. You can see here, let me bring this over. Tools, and it says Developer Tools right here. Click on that, and you can see this opens up right here. Alright, so I'll just leave that open just to show you how to do it in Chrome. If you're using Firefox, just add on the extension Firebug. Alright? Alright, so what we do is simply visit the page that you're on, and using Firefox, Firebug, all you need to do is right click and it says inspect element with Firebug. Click on that, and this little window comes open right here, and I can make this big or smaller, but there's a little icon right here. It says, click on that, it says click an element in the page to inspect. So click on that, left click, and I can scroll. You can see when I hover over things, I can look at different elements on a page, and when I do that, this area down here changes. So let me just go on, and I want to change the font color or the size of one of these buttons here. So for example, one of these right here, the about, all these letters here. So I just click on that, and when I do that, you can see here that it shows you the CSS. It says that this is in the style sheet, style.css, and line 37. And you can see if I want to change the color, I can just put in the color code right here. If I want to change the font size, I can do that here. The weight, bold, and I can put a shadow on it. Right now the shadow is set to 0. There's no shadow. Now keep in mind, any changes that I make in here will change, but I need to permanently do it by getting into the file and FTPing it. So I can temporarily change it just to show you what it looks like right here. So for example, let me just change this element right here to, for example, that's white. See how it changes to white? Any changes I do in here will not permanently take place because I need to change the file through FTP. So let me just do that. Just to show you what I need to do. So I go to line 37 on the style.css, and I will change that to FFF. And I can put a little border around here. I can put a text shadow right here very easily around it. 5, for example. So you put a shadow around it, but put a 0. Okay. Or I can put the color of the shadow around it. It probably needs to change if I'm going to put a shadow around it, and so forth. But anyway, I'm going to change it to white. Now you'll notice that if I just get out of here and if I refresh, you see, if I refresh, those changes did not take place. It goes back to what it was. So I need to go to my FTP, and this is on my FTP software, and you can see here that the folder is mobile. So here is the folder is mobile, and I need to go into the theme, WP content, go into themes, go into my mobile page theme, and the CSS file is in the main theme folder, and search, and there it is right there. So I will right click and I will edit. Now this will bring up the notepad or the editor that you have, and it's on line 37. Okay, line 37. So I'll come down here to line 37 right here, and so there's right there. I can change the font size, and when I change this, it'll change the font size of all these. See, that's what it controls. See that? It's going to control the menu, and so here's the color right here. So let me change that. First of all, I want to save that because I want to save that color. So I'm going to change it to the FF. So that's white. I know that that's white. I know that by memory. So I will come up here, click on save. So now it's saved and it's back, and I minimized it, and it's let me just refresh in my FTP software. So that's saved. So that's changed. All right. So now if I minimize that, now if I refresh, it'll permanently change it to white. See that? See, now they're all white. So that's how you change it. If I wanted to inspect using the Google Chrome, I'll show you how this works. Let me just copy and paste there. Google Chrome is this exact same thing. Okay. If I paste and bring the page up, here's the Google Chrome. So let me bring this down a little bit. So you'll see here that let me just refresh. Okay, refresh. There's the white. So I want to obviously I can simply, it works the very same way. The button to inspect an element is you come down. Let me just bring it up a little bit. You come down and it says right here, select an element in the page to inspect it. So this little inspection icon, you click on that, and now when I hover over something, it's going to be highlighted. You see that? So I can just go on one of these words right here and click on that, and you can see that the exact same thing happens here. You know, it tells you the style.css file and line 37. And what's really cool about Google Chrome, let me just bring this over a little bit. What's really cool about Google Chrome is that it has little boxes here that you can check off. So if I were to, for example, the color, and it even tells you it's white. You see that? It even tells you it's white. So click on that, and it'll give you the font symbol. You see that? Very cool. Or the RGB. Keep on clicking it. See that? How cool that is? So it's very cool that way. There's different codes for colors. All right, so there's the code that I've selected. So if you check on this little element here, see how it changed it to the default background? That's cool. So it got different things with Google Chrome that you can manage, but nevertheless, it tells you that it's on line 37. It's on the style.css file. So you just open up your style.css file, go to line 37, and change the color. All right, there it is right there. And so I can bring it back to what it was. Let me just open it back up. Let me just go to it, open it back up, and go to line 37. There it is right there. And let me just paste what was there. It's D1, D1, D1. Oops, I changed the URL, didn't I? Don't want to do that. So it's D1. This is what it was, D1. That's the gray. I think I had it as gray, D1. All right. And here you can change a text shadow. You can put a shadow with a color there. This here would be how big the shadow would be on the top and the bottom. All right, so that's changed to the D1, D1, D1. Now let me just and I saved it. Now let me just refresh. Control F5 to refresh. There. Now it's changed permanently back to the gray. See that? So that's how easy it is to work within Google Chrome developer tools or the Firebug with the Firefox. Thank you.